74 for 56.
So then we get the,
Don't stop retweeting.
Did we get the, Planeswalker? I saw that. That's what gave me
Sean
pause.
Johnson. Jesus is a long way away.
Hold on a second, because we've got the round starting. Yeah, so we've got Nick Reid on the left playing Jund Midrange. We saw him in round 1, but his deck basically crapped itself and wasn't very competitive. So we've got him back here because his deck does a lot of cool stuff. So hopefully this is a much more competitive game. His opponent is Eric Fashano, who is joining us from Columbus, one of our stream viewers turned store visitors, who's playing an Orzhov Midrange deck.
And while this round starts, I'm going to go get a drink from next door.
They might not be open. I'm just warning you.
Really?
It is 9:30 at night.
It's also $1.50.
Yeah, they have a cooler up there. Good luck, but
I'll see.
don't. You're gonna get crushed. So I'm just warning
You
you.
can also go to Speedway and get a slushie. Not come back. Alright.
We got him.
Get that guy.
All right, so I apologize we haven't been paying attention here. The good part about having extra people in the booth is you have people to talk to and it's more fun. The bad news is you get distracted from the actual magic sometimes. So we've seen a Thoughtseize from Eric take out a Rakdos Return, which is obviously a tough card to deal with here, as Nick had redundant Xenagos, so not nearly as important in there. But we are going to see a Reaper. No, we're going to see a Xenagos here. Interesting. Make a Satyr, and then we're going to pile into a Reaper of the Wild next turn, with Eric landing a turn 3 Pack Rat here. Knowing that Nick's unable to kill it, well, basically giving Nick 1 turn to top deck removal spell. Couldn't find it. So this is the point of the game where we have that crux like we always see in Standard. You have the Pack Rat. Do you do anything else? Do you just
Have
make...
you seen me play?
I know what you do, and I tell people that all the time. But it'll just be interesting to see exactly what he does.
Yes, Eric's a very good player. It's going to be very interesting to see what his lines are here. I do think that no matter what, even if you are going to make a rat, that you end up turning it to play around removal. Play around like board sweeper, like Museum Mortars or Agatha Gods.
Well, Eric decides instead to cash in a Hero's Downfall to take out a Xenagos. I don't really agree with that.
Here comes the backup that we knew he had.
Yeah.
And the tokens have feast.
Yep, so we're in a little bit of a race situation here, as Eric is slowly already down, or quickly down to 12.
Facing down 5, potentially 7 damage next turn.
We just keep running the lands out there. I really like that Plains. What happened, Nick?
I don't know.
We're surprised that the Asian banh mi restaurant that's run by a very, very old, very tiny Asian man is not open 24/7, like the Sheets. Do you have Sheets in Indiana?
No, we don't.
Man, you're missing out big time.
But I've heard of the Sheets.
There's a Sheets near my house. You get up early enough, you can get some breakfast there.
Many jokes have come between a good friend of mine and the Sheets. And what happened here?
Oh, I have 142 as his life total, which is incorrect. So we've been interesting here. Eric choosing not to go on the make a rat every turn plan, choosing to kill a Xenagos with a Hero's Downfall, despite there being another Xenagos in Nick's hand that he knew about.
Which is really interesting because, like, this would be the turn where Eric has 3/3 rats, but now he's only going to have a 2/2 rat. So we're leaving back a blocker.
And there is some debate about whether or not you play out 3 lands and try to go to double activations. You know what I mean?
He made his land drop for this turn. So you can only...
But I mean, I know there is some debate amongst the Pack Rat community about that. The Pack Rat community.
I think it's always right to play out your lands and pitch spells along your curve. Like your turn 3, you just pitch your Night Bells back to your turn 4.
So here's a Reaper. Pre-combat Reaper for some reason.
This is, wow. Are we going to trade off your Pack Rat here? It has no Mutavault, so it can only be 2/2.
This could be This could be an instance of the camera getting the better of one of our competitors. He does have a Squirrel token, which I like.
Man, Squirrel's got pumpkin cheese.
Chirp, chirp.
So we go down to 6 here. Next turn we can play a land and make 2 more Pack Rats to have 4/4s, but Nick has 2 cards in his hand we don't know about. It's very likely that he has not not played lands, so it's very likely that they're removal spells. So Nick is, or Eric I should say, is going to take it. He's going to Last Breath the Elvish Mystic?
Yeah.
Is that to keep him off mortars?
Keeps him off orders, and this way,
There's the
doesn't die
beautiful.
to a Rakdos return, I guess. Well, the Rakdos return would have been for 4, 5 if he has on land. Wow, the Rakdos return would be huge because he get it out +1
The Xenagos.
too. So the Rakdos return would be lethal regardless.
So Eric's got 2 cards in hand. We're obviously setting up for make 2 pack rat tokens here, which means you can effectively block all the Satyr tokens.
Well, he has some Mutavault now too, so if he has a Grey Merchant in hand, he's in a really good spot. He's only going to take 2 damage.
But he has to survive this turn.
Well,
That's
he's
the
going to take
problem.
4 damage this turn.
At a minimum. That's assuming there's no removal
Can
spell.
make 2 tokens.
Removal spell just wins him the game.
Yeah.
Well, no, he can chump the Reaper. He can chump the Reaper.
Yeah, he can go to 2 this turn.
Yeah. But he loses a rat that way.
He loses his entire board. And there's no, unless he's playing Merciless Eviction. Well, even if he has the token SE, so there's no outs if Eric trades off his board. So we're just making 1 rat. We can get rid of our Mutavault here. Yeah, we can.
Why did we scry?
Because rat died.
Oh, yeah.
We just kept the token on instead of...
So we make another one. We have 3 3s. We can block.
Well, he's going to activate his Mutavault here, probably. The last card I was saying has to be a Grey Merchant the way you've been playing this.
He doesn't die this turn, but he's going to lose next turn. Like, what card can he draw? Damnation? And then you lose to a Xenagos Satyr?
Yeah, the problem is obviously that he's trading off his rats this turn. If his rats could somehow survive,
Like, I really feel like if he had just made a rat every turn, he would just win.
That's how you're supposed to play pack rat.
yeah, so 1 rat's going to hop in front of the Gorgon. So the other rat's going to take 2 damage. Once the first rat that's blocking the Gorgon dies, the other rat will go to a 2/2 and it'll die as well. So while it's blocking, it'll be a 3/3, but it will go down to it being a 2/2. So he's going to lose his entire board here. Yeah, next explain to him that those will become 2/2s.
Yep. So take 2 from unblocked Satyrs. Scry, leave it on top. Untap. Draw a blank. And Nick gets there. It's amazing what his deck does when he draws more than 2 Blood Crypts.
All I did there was play 2 Syndicates, basically. In the standard previous...
Kitchen Finks would have been more, now it's not.
Ooh. In the
Kitchen Finks was
standard
up to
previous
12.
to the previous standard, depending on what time you ask, would be the proper answer. Because there would be a time where mental missteps were like $40 for foils.
Yeah. More
Is it
importantly,
pack rat? Not
pack
quite.
rats are rare, so no. Not eligible.
Not quite.
So we've got, we're back to the action here. Eric on the play. No turn 2 pack rat this time, but we do have a Devour Flesh taking out an Arbor
His
Oak.
own elf.
Yeah, solid play.
Replaces it with a Sylvan Caryatid, so scrying off a temple here. So Eric very much the control in this matchup. And another Devour, that's brutal. And Nick's
This
deck,
time he made him eat his own tree.
true. Garrett, we're going with the very literal flavor aspects of the game. And then Nick passes back. The problem, see, Nick's deck is one that hinges very heavily on the mana dork, so you can use this strategy very effectively. We're going to see a Night Veil here? No, a Life Pain Zombie. It's going to net him nothing.
Nothing.
And it's going to eat Elysium Mortars. So we draw a land, we make a Xenagos, right?
Probably.
Make a Satyr, leave it back, but what?
If you do that, Xenagos is dead.
Yep, we got a +1 because Nick forgot until just now that Lifebane Zombie has Intimidate.
Whoops.
He hasn't actually played the card, so he can just untap and play it. even under the strict casual rules of this FNM, like that's a
I think you still play it +1 it.
gains you some life.
That's mana, right?
You're going to go ahead and draw 2 cards there.
Oh, 0 mana? 0 mana.
That's how they do in Columbus.
And he doesn't even attack this one.
Because it's going to Hero's Downfall.
Okay.
That's even better.
Now
We have a plan.
This game's Hero's Downfall seems much better than last game's Hero's Downfall. Eric does miss his 3rd land drop, though.
Ooh, I don't like that. I definitely like Mizzing Mortars on the Lifebane Zombie because cards like Desecration Demon
Yes.
are very hard to kill.
Especially when you
Mizzing Mortars.
have 2 mortars.
Yes.
So it's not like you're...
I understand why, like, you don't want to get overrun with pack rats in the late game, but...
Also, I think you play the Underworld Connections on the basic swamp to avoid, what is that land? Encroaching Wastes, right?
No one plays that
You
garbage.
gotta play around Encroaching Wastes.
Encroaching Waste hit any land.
It does hit any land?
It's not a Terramorph, or it's not a Tectonic Edge.
You also just played.
Tectonic Edge.
You also just played on the basic swamp because sometimes you want white mana.
But I thought that, and I thought there was a reason. Is there a reason you played on a basic land? Is there
No,
not?
there's reasons why you would play it on a different land, like you can Pithing Needle Swamp or you can Pithing Needle
That's right. That's what I'm thinking of.
That's the main reason that I have.
You can don't put it on a mountain because you could get Peak Eruption.
That's true.
Peak Eruption is the most hilarious sideboard card ever because when it's good, it's so good. 3, you get my dude back.
Duress.
A Durst.
Ooh, there's an Anger of the Gods.
Do you take... What do you take here? I guess it's wholly dependent on what's in Eric's hand.
You take the Mizzing Mortars.
If you have a Desecration Demon, you take the Hero's Downfall.
Is there a Hero's Downfall there? Well, then, yeah, that's the take.
I take Hero's Downfall, I think. Because Eric is also playing Elspeth in his main deck.
Well, regardless, like, that's the removal spell that hits everything. Mizzing Mortars hits 3/4 of your creatures,
That's what he named.
and Anger of the Gods hits
Yeah.
1/2 of your creatures.
Xenagos?
Xenagos, the Revealer.
The Reveler.
He's a Revealer.
Revealer. Reveler.
So Anger of the Gods is
Revelier.
going to take out the Lifebane Zombie.
Reliever.
Eric's going to...
Reliver. Reliver.
I'm going to ignore what's happening. Eric's going to draw a card off of his
Oh, man.
Underworld Connections. There's another Lifebane.
Strip mines in the casual kitchen table deck. What do you play in your casual? I play Chaos Orb, and I use it for what it says.
Do you shred it and then throw it everywhere?
I do. I've
It's
gone
worth
through a lot of Chaos Orbs in my day.
It's worth it though.
I'm increasing the value of other Chaos Orbs.
By being a
about
turd.
Oh, what did we play right into the clear? That
Xenagos.
has to be a Xenagos, yeah, because there's nothing being activated in that customer.
I guess he can Abrupt Decay the Pithing Needle.
Yes. You still play it.
Yeah, you still play it.
But like Eric's our boy.
Oh, brother. Cheating.
Desecration didn't cheat.
Savage cheating. See, now he knows what that card is, so he's going to
He didn't
bottom
see
that
it.
one. Uh-huh.
He
called Xenagos.
You can't trust a man with
Xenagos.
Dragon Shields.
Xenagos.
Reaper.
Exenagos. On
Pelucranos.
Pithing Needle.
Barely newer.
The Reveler.
Pelucranos is very
The reliever.
interesting in this deck because I don't think it's very good.
You got a lot of mana.
You don't have as much, but I mean, this is a. I don't think in this deck you're excited about having drawn this much land. You know what I mean?
Definitely not.
I love
But
land.
Jund is very good playing off the tops.
You love land. You love lamp.
I love land.
You're getting loopy. You didn't get your
You're
tarot.
getting loopy.
You didn't get your tarot
I didn't
smoothie
get my
from
tarot
Yen's
smoothie.
next door.
From Asian Subway.
Nick fooled around. Yeah, this game's over.
Oh boy.
Now we're
What's his outs?
None.
cooking.
Destroy target creature and each creature that shares a name with it.
He needs to. Yeah, he needs.
Double homing lightning.
What is the one?
What
To
is that
sever the
card?
bloodline.
That's it.
He needs to sever the bloodline to be legal. He needs to draw it.
Flashback, man. He already cast it.
He needs Eric not to have Force of Will blue card. Is there a black counterspell? I know, like Life Force,
Yes.
whatever.
Yeah,
the,
they just talked about it earlier.
which one?
Dash Hopes.
Dash Hopes. Counter target
Two.
what?
To counter target spell
Counter
unless they pay
life.
5 life.
It's like 2 black.
It's like a browbeat for countering spells.
Everyone has always paid 5 life
Yes.
in the history of this.
Yes.
It's like one time
It's
I
a
asked
3
one,
mana take 5.
It's like one time I asked on Twitter, like, has anyone ever chained a chain lightning?
Yeah.
And like
I saw
the
that.
answer I always got was never. And it's like because like
Exactly.
one time I heard about
Well,
it,
plus you
and somebody
can't-
did it in
you really can't.
'94.
You have to tap a red, right?
Two
It's like
red.
if I don't- you don't play- yeah, 2 red. You
So
don't
we
play
have
red.
Monstrous Blueprints for 2, and then Mizzy Mortars to finish off a demon. And now we're attacking for 7.
Did he take it? He sure did. -7. I don't know. It's like 9. Yep, 9.
Hero's Downfall.
And
So Nick is on a one-turn
2.
clock.
He's at 2. The other guy's at 9.
He needs to find a removal
not
spell
updating the
this
life?
turn.
So being lazy.
I've actually debated
keep it
whether or not I
current.
need to do the live. It looks nice, but it's like you can just see it right there.
Kind of.
But there's no better way of doing it.
If you're ever up at
By now. Let's look at the chat.
I'm gonna keep looking. It's not Death
Nope.
Force.
Nobody in the chat knows yet.
So turn 1, Temple of Abandon meets a turn 1 Thoughtseize.
You have to
I don't
click
know what
add.
lands in Nick's hand. Kept a 2-lander, a Scavenging Ooze,
Does contain death. Does contain death.
and a Summon Caryatid, so you might just want to take the Caryatid here. Now he takes the Xenagos.
Death Grip.
Death grip.
Oh, got
that's
it.
Death grip is technically a black counterspell.
We're
It's not
the,
death force.
we're the
That's
worst. I apologize. Actually, I don't. I'm having a good time. So yeah, Nick keeps a land light hand, finds a Caryatid,
Well, he had the Caryatid, and Eric chose not to take it with the Thoughtseize. He took a Xenagos.
a redundant Xenagos. Eric is very concerned about these Xenagos. He did
Well,
that in
he
game
also
1,
have
he
a-
Pithing Needled it in game 2.
I also have a hand that just plays the AAA game.
If you have Devour Flesh, it makes a lot of sense here. We don't have it, obviously.
Can you not maximize this? Is that as big as it goes? Because it's on your laptop. So the screen is this big on this screen?
No, it doesn't work. There'll be lag because of the VGA.
The Vega?
So we do land another Xenagos here. We draw a land off the top and we start piling in here.
Yes, the black fog is darkness.
Nick had to shock himself twice, and very clearly in the lead here.
And there is a Lifebane zombie. It's going
No,
to...
I believe these guys are 3 and 1.
Gonna take the Scavenging Ooze, leaving with Devour Flesh, Elvis Mystic. Devour Flesh very good against the 1 toughness Lifebane zombie. Almost a cruel game. Yep.
Hero Haze is
Gain
the way
1,
forward.
right?
Game 1, probably like take 5. Or 4, that's a carry to it. There is 4, and this pseudo Garrett Relentless taking over the game.
It's very interesting because if he'd taken the Caryatid, none of this would be happening.
Correct.
Because he just now drew the Mystic. Uh-oh, we got a Thinker here. What do we need? Here's Downfall?
Answers. You need
You need
to
Here's
present
Downfall.
questions
What's the red
for
for?
Nick to have to answer.
Okay, here's Downfall.
Here's Downfall.
It's just another white Scryland. He probably plays 5. And there is no black
But you
Scryland.
need cards like Desecration Demon. Even Great Merchant is very good right now. He might have a wire turn to sideboard too for the temples. But it's mainly just there for the being a
Yeah,
plain to
Batwing
describe.
Broom is another white fog. Well, it has a lot of fogs. That's why the,
That's why
what's the
Fogs are
Turbo
always banned.
Fog? Yeah.
They're always banned. Or green light.
Green and white.
Pack Rat? Pack Rat
Rites
does
of Flourishing.
nothing. Pack Rat
Pack
trade-
Rat makes rats. And now Pack Rat's gonna die.
I mean, he is at 9, and Nick doesn't have any business here.
Nick can swing for 6.
Oh, well, that helps a lot. It actually changes things drastically, because now you only take 4.
Down to 5.
Lock the.
Whoops.
Never mind. Whoops.
Good.
Another removal
Did he
spell.
not pack? Or did he not block?
He didn't block, because he's going to untap, activate twice. And,
Why
but
didn't he could have blocked a 1/1. Oh, it's a 1/1. I'm thinking it's 2/2. Good
that's
lord.
not how Pack Rat works.
Yeah, I know.
Pithing Needle.
You mean?
Unfortunately,
Elvish
this
Mystic?
game was more about board
Can't.
presence instead of controlling the
Oh,
hand.
it's mana ability.
Activate a Mutavault. Trade. Take 2, go down to 3.
I think you loved it if you're Nick. Even
I think that's what you have to do, though.
Name it. He plays another Xenagos that's been that's like a second time Eric has preemptively neutered that. I love that planes though. I'll be honest with you.
Eric has
Go down to 1.
He drew a lot of removal, but now he needs 2 creatures.
Or Anger the Gods or something.
Yeah, they don't play that. Pretty sure the red temples are in there just for the scry.
Oh.
Yep.
And that's it.
Death by Elvish Mystics. Oh, 1 land off from the Elspeth.
Oh, that's so frustrating. Was it when the Mutavault was on top, or he was lamenting having to use the Mutavault to trade?
Yeah. Plus,
Darkness
I
in
guess
Modern?
there's an argument for
probably
he could.
named Elspeth with his own Pithing Needle too. That's probably the.
I guess there's an argument to be made, like he could have, like, he didn't have to trade with that,
Yeah, he could have blocked one of the Mystics.
but I don't know. It just wasn't
What
there.
other set was Darkness printed?